Hello, this is Walter and this is my independent project. The tutorial I followed showed you how to create a 2D controller, and it showed you how to animate it to make it come alive. Um, so here's where I created my animations. I have a running animation, I created a idle animation, and then my jump animation. Um, these are the states I created for my character and its animation. I have, of course, the idle and the running, and switching back and forth. Um, and then I set it, the speed variable, which I keep track of in the code, which I'll show you guys in a minute. Keeps track of that, so it'll start switching between states. And then I have my jump state, and that allows my character to jump. And then I also added a double jump. Those are the two features I wanted to add, jump and double jump. I only created the one state for jump, and then for the double jump I just set that in the code itself. So let me start by showing the animations that I got from the tutorial. Here is his breathing animation, his idle animation, which you can clearly see it's playing. And then when I start moving, it sets that speed variable and switches my character into run animation. I'll run into this wall so you guys can see it. And the features that I added are the jump. I set these different layers so he can move around, demonstrate the different jumps. You can clearly see that he can't make it to the top with a single jump, and that's where the double jump comes in handy. Jump over the whole thing. And the cool thing about the jump animation, I chose the image where he's in full stride, because I thought it reminded me a lot of Mario, when Mario jumps, and I thought that was really cool, so I chose to use that. I was going to do a jump animation, and set the different animations at the frames at different times, like based on the velocity of his falling from the gravity. But I decided to just stick with the jump animation, just the still image, because I really like that. Okay, let me show you the code now. Here's my code. I have my max speed variable, which tracks the character speed. That's his max speed. And then I have a facing right bool, which is used to track the character's direction. So if I decide to go left, I have my character flip, by changing the scale, which I'll show you guys in a minute. And then I created a grounded bool, which checks if my character's on the ground or not, which is going to help for the double jump part. And I track all those. And then I have my jump force, which is that's the velocity I set in the y-axis, how much force to apply. And then my jump number float tracks the number of jumps I've done, because I didn't want to do any more than 2. I really liked the way the double jump felt, and without that, my character, you could literally just jump in the air for an infinite amount of time. So I wanted to track with just a double jump. Okay, moving on to my fixed update. I set the grounded, so it'll determine if the character's on the ground or not. And then here is my move, which is setting up just the horizontal movement of my character, and I set its velocity. And then below that, I just set a quick check to set my jump number to 0 if he is on the ground, because clearly he hasn't jumped yet, he's standing on the ground. I did all this in fixed update because I wanted to make sure it checked every single frame, because a fixed update will, from what I was reading online, it'll check and update more than a regular update will. So that's where I set all this stuff in my fixed update. And then here are my 2 checks to determine which direction the character is going and what to set the scale to, so he's facing in the right direction. I just call this this flip function, which I created down here, and I just set the facing right to the opposite, and then I take the scale from the transform, I negate it, and then set it back to the transform, so that way my character will flip back and forth. And then this is my normal update, which I do the jumping, and I detect if the space key is hitting for the jump. So if the character is grounded and the space key is hit, I set the bool to false so that he's to show that he's off the ground. And then I add the force to the y-axis, and I set my jump number to 1 to show that he's jumped once. And then below that, I'm checking if he's not grounded and the space key is hit and the jump number is less than 2. So he's jumped once, but not twice yet. I set my my force again, and I set my jump number to 2. And that'll just keep my character from jumping more than twice. So this is the code I have for my character. And this is the little ground check I did that detects if whether or not he's on the ground. I added and I set it to my character. And these are my parameters I'm checking for. The V-speed was what I initially created to check the velocity of his fall when I was going to set the animations of the jump. But like I was telling you earlier, I decided not to go that route, so I just kept it there. I didn't get rid of it. But this is my independent project. It was a lot of fun making. I don't have any experience with Unity, and it was really awesome getting the character animated and just seeing him come to life. And it was a good project, and I hope you guys like it. Alright, thank you.